All right, we're back in Las Vegas. We picked us up a smaller plane, and we're going to go maybe tour the canyon a little bit, do a little bit of sightseeing. So let's get in this beast and start her up. All right, first of all, let's go up above here and get some fuel flowing. And then, let's see, we've got ignitions on normal, batteries off, everything's shut down. So let's get her started. All right, we're going to hit the battery first. Let's turn the beacon on. Turn the avionics on. That should start one of the Garmins. Okay. Fuel boost on. And then let's put the starter on. There she goes. All right, let's look at the throttle. Make sure we're on idle or close to it. All right, we can turn starter off and turn the other avionics on. I think we're okay. Things are getting hot. All right, so I'm going to do a direct flight. I don't have a flight plan per se, so we're just going to do a direct flight from Las Vegas, and we're going to be going to all right, so I think it's 1G5. That wasn't it. 1G4. Yeah, that's it. Peach Springs, Grand Canyon West. And that's it right there. All right, we turn that off and hit enter. That should put that in. We're going to activate that. And that's all we're going to do. It's got us going straight there, and that's all we need. See what it looks like outside. I could actually probably swing around right here without a pushback. Let's see about that. Okay, and then I have to find a runway. What were we looking at here? Let's see where we're at. Like I said, I didn't really plan this out. Okay, so it's got us going that way. Let's see. We could probably do... And I'm not going to ask the tower. I'm just dinking around, so... Is that 8L? Okay, 8L. And we're up here, so we can just go out. This way. Got to remember I'm in a prop plane now, so the spinning prop pushes the plane. So you'll see it's like I'm being pushed by the wind, but I'm not. It's just the propeller. All right, what are we looking at here? I'm not going to need much of a runway. I could probably take off from this sidewalk thing here. Yeah, I haven't been doing the tower stuff. I'm still trying to get used to just flying, much, rather than listening to a tower squawking at me all the time. So that'll be something I'll work on when we, start getting into a little bit more realism, which is kind of what I want to do. All right, I think I'm okay on the next left. I don't want to get going too fast. It'll try to take off on me. All right, 8 left. This should be it. So I'm in the Beechcraft Caravan. It's the 208B, and it's a really nice plane. I really like this plane. It's kind of easy to fly. It'll hold 8 people, not including the crew. And here, let me give you a look. This is what it looks from the back seat. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8 seats there for passengers, and then 2 for crew, pilot, co-pilot. It's a very nice little plane. I like it a lot. So we've got, there's a cockpit view of the cockpit there. Isn't that nice? I like it. And then from the outside, that bottom there, that's all storage. So you can put your 8 passengers in there, throw a suitcase in for them. And, it's just a very, very nice little plane. All right, let me put a flap down. Get up in the seat. That might be good. And I think we're ready. This thing almost takes off by itself. All right, we're going to climb, pull the power back a little bit, and then try to line up with our plan there. It's not much of a plan, but it'll work. I'm just going to slowly go over towards it. Straighten it out a little bit. Put the pilot on, see what it'll do. Oh, I got a problem here. CDI. There we go. That might make a difference. Get back in line here. Yeah, this plane flies a little bit different than those big jets. A little bit of Vegas. We are on a sightseeing tour. Need to get back on course. Pull this thing out where I can see it. We're going to climb a little bit. I got it set at about 8,000. If you look right here, we're set for 8,000. It'll slowly go up there in a second. I'm not really ready to climb that much right now. I just want to get back on track here. All right, we should be on the flight plan as it is. Let's see, autopilot, we're online now. All right, so we're set this right here. This will take us up slowly to where we want to go, which is 8,000. And we'll just sit back and we'll just sit back and take a look at things. Put the flap back up. Let's see here. We should probably we've got the beacon, the strobe on, navigation lights. I don't know how many of these work, if they work at all. I guess they do. And there's a wing light. We probably turn that on. No smoking. We do have, now I don't have passengers with me today. So we're just on a private tour. So we don't have to worry about this. I just shouldn't need the cabin lights. So, yep, we're okay. Yeah, if we see anything interesting, I can go a little bit lower and take a look. Let's see where we're at anyway. 7,000. We could probably go down. There's no... maybe these hills I might have to climb a little bit, but... That's weird. Looks like the end of a whale's tail. I wonder what that is. That's kind of weird. What would be on that little island right there? Huh. Interesting. Hey, look at that bridge down there. That's cool looking. Wow, that's quite the bridge. Man, look at that thing, how high it is off the ground. Well, it's going across that canyon there. Wow. That's a dam. That's Hoover Dam. Oh, man. We might have to go take a look at that. I might come down a little bit after we get over these hills here. Let's drop her down. I'll bring it down to 6,000. Yeah, my brother, when he worked on Grand Coulee, one of the jobs he had was called a high scaler. And they used to have to hang over the edge of the dam on cables or ropes. I think they used cables, and sandblast it and do whatever work needed to be done on the side of the dam. No, well, thank you. I'm scared to death of heights. I couldn't do it. All right, let's see if we can get coming down a little bit. I might have to watch our speed. Yeah, I got to pull the speed back a little bit. There we go. Okay. Give a little bit more throttle. And we leveling off at 6th. Oh, I have it set at 61. I thought I had it set at 6. There. How's that? Yeah, I really like this plane. It's fairly simple to fly. It's very stable. I like it. Temple Bar. How we doing? Come down a little bit more. Oh, what's that? Is that some kind of water plant maybe for that city? That's kind of cool. Water and sewer? Who knows? That's a quaint little place. Who knows? That might be some kind of resort for people that have boats. It looks like there's a boat ramp or something down there. Although I don't see any boats, but anybody that would be around a body of water would probably have a boat. Pierce Ferry. Did we make it down? Yeah, I set it down to 5,000. Yeah, I'm thinking by the time I replace my PC, which I don't know, I have no great plans to, but I think it's probably about time. I should probably, do a new PC. So I'm thinking this summer, maybe picking up a new one, depending on prices and availability, things like that. It'll be, hopefully, I'll really be into the game by then, because I'm learning fairly quickly, but it's taken an awful lot of my time because I've been studying altitudes and winds and equipment gauges, all kinds of stuff, because there's a lot of stuff to know if you're going to put things together, and there's a lot of stuff, tons and tons and tons that I don't know. I can't even figure out how to find a place to park a plane. Grand Canyon West up ahead, that's our destination. Looks like I'm gonna have to climb a little bit. Let's see what we got here. This looks like some kind of a town. Doesn't really say what it is. Man, rough country. It's a pretty good sized place here. What is that? Mead View. All right, I better start climbing. We better get back up. Whoa, that's a little bit steep. Let's see how high I'm gonna have to go. Oh, I'm not going as fast as I thought I was. 8,000 should be okay. It looked like I was shooting up at like a skyrocket, but it wasn't that bad. Let's bring it back down a little bit. There's a little bit of a canyon here, so I think I'm gonna take it out of cruise or out of autopilot, and we'll go take a look at this canyon. I can't believe this cockpit is this quiet. What in the heck is going on? Might have to check to see what my sound is set at. Because I know those big jets I was flying, they're pretty noisy, even in the cockpit. I'm going to take a look at this canyon here, and then we'll go back to that strip. I'm not that good a pilot, so I don't want to go down too far. I just want to gaze at it from a distance. I don't want to fly into the edge of that. It said something about Grand Canyon West. It said that airstrip back there. So pretty. All right, let's get back in here. I'm going to swing around, head back to that airstrip. Now, I didn't... my only plan today was to take a quick trip out here, take a look at this canyon. I know this isn't the Grand Canyon. This is part of it. But I happen to be flying over this between Los Angeles and Albuquerque, or Los Angeles, between Vegas and Albuquerque. So I thought I'd come back and do like a day trip and just take a look at it, see what it was all about. No big plans, but I'd like to take a look at Hoover Dam. I might do that on a side trip sometime. Just a short little jaunt out. I think we were only about 30 minutes out of Vegas or so. Yeah, Grand Canyon West. Now, that doesn't really mean anything. That's just what they call that landing strip. I'm going to climb out a little bit. That is kind of weird that this cockpit is this quiet. Turn the volume up a little bit. Interestingly enough, cockpit was at 100% sound. I had some of the environmentals turned off, and I had the engine sounds down just a little, because if you're flying a jet and you go outside, it's noisy. So I turned that down a little bit and turned it back up on this plane. But still, I'm not getting much of a cockpit sound. I think the environmental sound that I turned up, if you listen, you can hear the motor running, the engine running, but you can also hear that of like air blowing by. I think that's the environmental part. Looks like we got a little cross canyon here. Wonder what that's all about. See that? Like, weird. Must have been water coming from the top, coming through at a particular angle. There's our landing strip just to the right. There's a little bit of some buildings to the right there. You can see those little markings up here. That one right there is what I'm going to use for a marker as we go back, so I can line up with the airport. Just a little bit of a landmark. That red rock up to the left up there, that's in Central Oregon. There's a lot of red rock. Enough that when you drive through that area, when you get home, the dirt around your tires, around your brakes and everything is all red. Kind of a copper color. Yeah, in the movies and things like that, you see these aircraft like helicopters and planes, and they just go nose diving down and flying under bridges and all kinds of crap like that. And I'm sure there's pilots that can do it, but I'll tell you, the best way to fly, even, just this, is nice and slow movements, easy. You go down easy, you come up easy, left, right, just nice and slow. That's the way to do it. What's that bluish thing up there? Oh, I think it's just the water. It just, the graphics hadn't filled in. All right, I'm going to climb up out of here.
Stall.
No, nose down, nose down, nose down. Like I say, nice and easy.
Stall.
If you go too hard, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it because I'm not giving it enough power. Let me kick this thing up. Come around real slow. I'm pushing the engine. You can see the RPMs there were in the red. Bring it down a little bit. There's our airport. So I want to go back around this way. I was using that little patch of buildings right there as a landmark when I came in the first time I came in here. So I kind of flew over that canyon that we're facing here and came around and used those buildings as a landmark. I don't know what the heck those are. Are those, I couldn't tell. Were those some kind of solar panels or something? Let's go see what this is. And I didn't mean to be out this long, so I'm gonna get this thing landed. I only meant to do about an hour trip today, and I'm almost there. What the hell is that? Some water plant or something? Oh, I think it's solar panels. Yeah, I think it's solar panels. All right, let's get turned around here. This plane is eerily quiet. It's kind of disturbing. I don't remember it being this quiet. I checked my sound settings, and the sound is up on everything except for music. I don't run music because if I'm going to record, I'll get in trouble, copyright trouble. So I've got the music turned down, and I'm nervous enough as it is. I'm not going to mess around with music. Okay, let's see if we can line up and get this thing down. I'm going to throw a flap down. Kind of slow us a little bit. See if I can get this thing lined up. If not, I'll go round. Whoop. I bounced a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Believe me, I've had worse. All right. Wow, actually, this airstrip was longer than I thought. Well, that was fun. We didn't see much of the canyon, but there wasn't really much canyon there. I mean, like I said, it's not the main Grand Canyon. It's just something I flew over and wanted to take a closer look at. And gave me a chance to fly a smaller plane. And this plane in particular, I like this plane. It's very nice. And you can still haul some cargo. You know, the belly of it's got quite a bit of cargo space. And you can haul 8 passengers. So if you want to take little excursions, it's a perfect plane for that. It's kind of a nice little airport. Oh, they got a helipad up here. I think that's what that is. If not, it's a perfect place to have one. I think it is, because it looks like it's got lights around it. All righty. Well, here we are. Let's get this thing shut down here. We'll just turn the battery off. Set that. That's at norm. That was already off. All right, turn that down. And then go above, cut the fuel. That should stop it. And then we can pull this out. That should stop it. Cut the fuel off. All right, we're down. Lights out. Lights out. Okay, we're all set. Hope you had fun. I did. It was just kind of a short, not very well planned. You know, we didn't have too much trouble. The landing could have been a little better. I didn't realize I was that close when I made the turn. I thought I was a little farther out and that I'd have more time to straighten it in. But it's okay. We landed okay. I bounced a couple times, but hey, things could be worse. Hope you had fun. Hope to see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.